I just wanna run it up.
Kinda check or something.
I've been really in the field, let up, yeah. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
Kinda check or something.
Lately I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up, count it up.
Lately I just wanna run it up.
Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Revan now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Yeah. Come on with it.
Come on with it. We still rocking, man. We still rocking.
No doubt, man. Well, Cowboys heading into this 2025 season. We getting the schedule out already. There was a sneak peek to all of us, and that was basically Cowboys versus Eagles, man.
Man.
Yeah.
So how you feel?
I feel as if though when we start to think about it, Cowboys starting off 1-0. That's how I look at it, because one of the things that I can look at when you're talking about the Cowboys in general is all about the hype. It's all about the NFL making their glow and making their journey. But you know what the NFL tried to do? They tried to embarrass us. You remember the Buccaneers winning the Super Bowl, right? And guess who the first team they had to play? The Cowboys, right? So it's the same situation and scenario. Eagles just won the Super Bowl. They're trying to embarrass us. They're going to put the Cowboys out there. So it is one of those things where I look at it that we're going to be victorious. That's how I look at it, bro. It's going to be a good game, though.
It's set up for definitely a barn burner, obviously, but I will be honest and say that until we handle that one Tech veteran, I don't feel good about it, Law. I don't. Because what we're asking Mozzie, right, who I believe in. I watched a lot of film on Mozzie. I watched this year one. I watched this year two. Right. So what happened was Dickerson beat the snot out of him. Year one. Beat him like a step down. Right.
Yeah.
Beat the dog out of him. Right. So, and it was the only game in which any guard handled Mozzie one-on-one. When I was watching Mozzie as a rookie, he only lost on double teams until he faced Dickerson. But then year two, it was different. Or Mozzie showed up in the game week 17. He did a great job, Law. So what he did that I was impressed with is obviously that was the game Saquon was trying to break the record, remember?
Yeah.
So when they trying to break the record, you know they trying to run the ball at you hard. Right. And Mozzie, same guy that dealt with him year one, he got the upper hand on him year two. So that's the year two growth you want to see.
Okay.
But my question is, Law, going against the number one offensive line, who with Mozzie is going to really be able to be counted on?
Oh, you said going like who's going to be like the other counterpart to Mozzie's?
Yeah, and can you depend on him?
Well, one can argue that Jay Thoya, he can probably get out there and fight for it. But if I'm the Cowboys, they should be wise enough to go and look into this thing and say, you know what, let's bring in a veteran guy to help alleviate these things. But if the Cowboys don't do that, then it could be a crazy situation that the Cowboys find themselves in with lack of talent up front. But to that point, you know, it normally takes 3 years for an interior guy to show you something, right? And this will be going into Mozzie's third year. But the caveat to this is that this is his third defensive coordinator too.
Yeah, so Yeah, so to me, that just urges for the Dallas Cowboys to bring in that vet. I will feel even good. I don't think we asking for a lot to even ask for Linval Joseph's back. Like, I don't think they have to go out there and do anything egregious or expensive, but it's the young guys. It's like we've never had any guy work at that one tech position year one, especially going, and then that's gonna be their debut game. It was almost like, in my opinion, I want to get your thoughts on this, brother. It was almost like Tyler Guyton, right? So Tyler Guyton, if you looked at the pass rushes he had to go against as a rookie, and then you add that combination to the fact that Mike McCarthy early on was passing the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Is it really like some kind of riddle that he struggled? Right. Was it really him, or was it also the situation, right, where the coaching didn't help and the personnel didn't help? What's your thought?
Yeah, it was a correlations equals causations and these sorts of things, right? Well, what I'm getting at with even Tyler Guyton, we know that he's athletic. We know that he got tight end background in his resume, as well as a basketball player. So my thing is with Tyler Guyton, if he can fix up some of his penalties, I think that this particular coaching staff is going to do more pull traps. They're going to get him out in space. So we're going to see his athleticism more. And you can do that as a tackle. But yeah, it's a wait and see with him too. But to Mozzie's and Tyler's, two of our former first round draft picks, they haven't lived up to reputation. I can say this for Mozzie. You know how you have bad credit? He got bad credit, boss. That's what it is. He just got bad credit. And when you have bad credit, I used this analogy earlier. He got such a bad credit that his mama and them were using his name and getting buildings and purchases, right? So for the last 2 seasons, right, he haven't been paying his credit card. So the thing is, how can we correct that? There are some solutions to get him out of being in the 450s or the 500. There will be baby steps. And the best baby step that the Cowboys probably can do is, like you said, is add a veteran too. And that would be like a co-signer. Yeah. I don't know. We can't hear you, boss, but we got it right here at Boss Cowboy Sports.
Yeah, man. You know how they go, man. You know how they go, man. Like, I'm flying a new ship, a little clumsy.
Yeah.
So, because I literally said this, man, and I'm standing on this. If my Dallas Cowboys don't take care of that one tech veteran rotation, get ready for the Bengals part 2.
Yeah.
You remember Bengals last year?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things to where, and the reason why I asked you about Tyler Guyton is I was more so talking about the situation he was put in. So when I'm looking at these one techs and I'm looking at Rodgers, Denzel, Denzel, I'm looking at Jay, right? And I'm looking at none of those guys having any kind of NFL reps. I'm also looking at the fact that it's normal for a rookie to struggle at DT. It's nothing that is out the norm. That is the norm, right? So it's one of those things that the Dallas Cowboys, you're so close. I just would feel so much better if they got that done. Because see, the Bengals, remember they was talking about Joe Burrow, and and this is what I fear, Law. I fear it's gonna be one of those games that because we can't stop the run, it's gonna make us have to abandon our running attack early a lot. It's going to make us have to lean on Dak, and then we're going to be put in some exciting situations. Some of them we're going to win, but then some of them we're going to lose. It's going to be a lot of putting it on Dak, right? Instead of having a balanced team that's able to stop the run with a veteran, and then you can have a balanced offense and a balanced attack and a balanced stopping the run.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. You bring in with what you showed, you got every angle and everything is pointing towards the direction of go get you an interior guy that can play one tech, that can give you more than 15 reps, and that can handle the pressure when we on the road and these sorts of things. It's going to be loud at the Lincoln. We know that. And Mozzie, one of his impediments to his skill sets is his slow get off. And if you still getting out for your stance and the offensive lineman guy already got his hands inside and moving you out the way, that's 6 yards down the field, right? or that's a 15-yard hitch pass. They're on the left side. So I think that, if we can go and grab a guy, I don't think that there's any in free agency. You're going to have to spend some money with trade. And from what I've heard, boss, not a lot of teams getting rid of them one techs, man. It's hard. They scare us around here.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Law. I see trade, brother. I see us having to go out there and I did kind of look a little bit at the free agent market. I'm starting to get some names. I'm starting to comb through, and I'm gonna start when I get my computer back this week. I'm gonna start going back into those film breakdowns and showing the one text that's available. I looked at Raekwon Davis.
Okay. Roll Tide.
Yeah, and he's somebody, he struggled on his game 1, but then we looked at game 5 to try to see, we know sometimes one text, they have to kind of get in a rhythm. Mm-hmm. We saw that with Linville. We saw that with Mozzie. Earlier they struggled. Then by the time they got to week 6, they were rolling, right? Yeah. All the way to the end of the season. I looked at Raekwon the same way. Raekwon started out slow. He started taking on those doubles very well. So, I mean, even somebody like him, Roll Tide, right? Somebody that come in that could be a stabilizer one tech, and in my opinion, then you get Jay as a rotational guy, and you rolling. Smaller rotation to where you're not trying to put too much of a heavy load on it, but we good. So I don't want to sound like at all that I fear Philly.
Nah.
But it's one of those things, or even for the league, but it's like we're not retooled as much as I know we could be. We're going to talk about corner too. We got some other things we're going to talk about.
But people fail to realize if anybody in the inside, like with Osa or with Mozzie or Jay, if it requires 2, don't you know that Parsons getting to the quarterback or Donovan Ezaraku is getting to the quarterback? And when we talk to Marshawn, my guy, I call it Marshawn, but I'm talking about Nealon. When you start talking to him and you talking to Matt Eberflus, he raved about him. So we would see how those reps look. So I'm looking at it like this right here altogether, boss, that I want somebody from the inside, from the interior, to require 2 people. That's going to be hog heaven for Micah Parsons. They better pay him before all of this happens too, by the way.
So talking about that, man, obviously they talked about a trade, right? We've been hearing trade rumors. And they handled one, and we go talk about Pickens because Pickens is obviously exciting. We ain't talked about that together yet.
Right.
I want to talk about that with the bros, obviously. Yeah. But what would probably be your ideal trade, Law?
For an interior guy?
But no, just period. Like, not trade. They said that they was working on 2 significant trades. They did one.
Yeah.
You was telling the truth on one, you likely telling the truth on the other, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not, I'm hearing a lot of rumors on whatever it could be. I'm hearing DT, I'm hearing Breece Hall, I'm hearing it could be. What would probably be something that you would just say, okay, the Dallas Cowboys just did something? What would that be?
Yeah. All right. So I had got news that DJ Reader was a guy, right, that they were very heavily considering. But I don't want to outspeak my wisdom teeth on this, because you do know how the wind can blow and then all of a sudden minds shift. So DJ Reader would be a real nice pickup for us. I'm seeing somebody in the chat saying Vita Vea. That's a real good stretch right there. If we can fool around and get Vita Vea, that stamped me in to the Super Bowl, because now ultimately our front 7 is just as equal as the team that just won the Super Bowl, right? So when we start looking at it from that aspect, the best ideal trade for me would be a veteran one tech that can give me more than 20 snaps.
Yeah, I like that idea, man.
Yeah.
That would be a very pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, Loud. My gut feeling is that they was working on a running back.
Yeah. Breece Hall is one of the names that keeps swirling around.
Yeah. Because the reason why I say that, because when that was coming out, right, we was hearing that they was working on trades. That was right before the draft, and there was a lot of talk on our biggest needs, right? And so the need talk was coming out, and it was running back and receiver, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if the draft made them table that law. I'm not sure, but I would think that they, that they still got some work to do. And the reason why I say that is because Steven, this is what he said. Check this out. Remember?
Here, the cost of living compared to, some of these bigger cities in the NFL certainly comes into an account. And, at the end of the day, we're looking for some credit for that. And the main reason for it is we're gonna spend to the cap. And the main reason for it is we're gonna spend to the cap. And the main reason for it is we're gonna spend to the cap year in and year out. And
yeah, it's the unknown. You got 4 running backs that you're leaning on potentials and maybe a possible. Javonte Williams coming off of a ACL, and then of course this is his second season going into it, so you're living off potentials with that, right? The hopes that he get back to his North Carolina days or his rookie season days, and then you got Sanders, who didn't look like Sanders when he was with the Carolina, so you're working with potentials. Now on the upside, my guy Jadon Blue, he got unbelievable potential. So that's what you want to do. You want to fight the known versus the known unknown. So that's what we're going to see the battle with. I'm thinking that running back position is the easiest position to transition to from college to pros. So I would say at least give it a shot of seeing who we got already before we kick the can on somebody like a veteran running back, because you do know that running back lifespans is 3 years. And if you spend a lot of asset again on offense, then we will be neglecting defense. I think that defensive tackle, one tech, and defensive backs is a more major need now than any running back that's out there on the open market or via trade.
Yeah. And so, you heard the news, obviously, that's going on right now with one of the cornerbacks that's in the market, Asante Samuels. You heard about that?
Yeah, he had the neck strain, and that's one of the things that teams could be hesitancy on is the neck issues. And some people said it was a stinger in the shoulder. So he's going to get reevaluated, and he will have another visit with the Saints. I would say this, though. Cowboys, at least bring him in. Do your due diligence and see what he can do. I would prefer, I know a lot of people say they don't like hurt guys, but give me hurt Samuels over a healthy Andre Booth. I just don't want that. give me anybody but Andre Booth. Bring back the other AB and Anthony Brown. Bring him back. Shit.
Yeah. And see, AO, AO.
Ozarori.
Yeah. He just went to the Tennessee Titans.
It's an open spot. But I think Keemon Hall is going to fight. Remember, he got hurt last year. I think he's going to fight to get back to fight for that spot.
Yeah.
Well,
do we need corner, man?
Just like we need water and air over here, man. We need corner, man.
All right. Let's go through it. Troy Pride, right? What's your thoughts on Troy? He finished
Troy
okay.
Pride?
I didn't really see. I need to go look at a film closer, but I didn't really see him playing bad from a limited television view.
Yeah. The last 2 games he played gritty, and I seen what he did against the Eagles. He was fighting that one kid. There's a twin. I forgot his name, Chase,
right?
Or some Brown. Yeah, I do like grit. I like Troy Pride coming out of college. So, I mean, that could be a situation and scenario that we can see whether or not what he could do. But that's more of like, hey, I'm still trying to get better at that spot. Just like my guy Josh Butler. I was like,
I'm really trying to think through it. You said Keemon Hall, and we got excited by him from preseason, no games, right?
Yeah, no games, right?
So then Troy Pride played games. Then you got obviously Bland. Then you got Carson. I don't have a lot of confidence in that. I mean, because what I would hate for us to do, starting off hot like we're going to start, and then the schedule coming out tomorrow, it's already understood that it's going to be a gauntlet of games that we go play that's going to be tough games this year.
Facts. They're using ChatGPT right now to give us the hardest schedule time frame.
You boys using ChatGPT on us.
Yeah, they're going to do it.
It's so loud. yeah, we got to go get Stephon. Like, it just makes sense because this is as I'm just thinking about it. Is this the time for the Cowboys to sit on their hands? It's like they too close. It's like you went out there and we super excited. We go talk about this Pickens. Pickens is obviously gonna be exciting, but you can really sure us up and really secure the front end of your season if you just get a little bit of insurance at corner, like a Gilmore. You said, Steven, that you go spend to the cap.
You got 34, 35 million on the cap. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting there, chilling, escrowing. Yeah.
So you go ahead.
No. I was just thinking that, look at the landscape of the agencies here, bro. I think that Athletes First got like 13 clients here on the Cowboys, and that's David Mulugeta is signed with them. And I think that they are cornering the market with Jerry by bringing some of these players. So a favor for a favor, man, shuffle some money around. Maybe, what's your thoughts on maybe getting a Jalen Ramsey, bringing him in for a cup of coffee? Trade.
I would love Jalen Ramsey. I would love it because I heard Coach Marv really pushing for Ramsey. And he like him at safety. I would even like him at corner still. Like, because if I look at our safeties for the most part is deep, right?
Yeah.
So whether you like the quality or not, we got up and coming youngsters with potential. Like, how do we not get at least excited of the potential? Wanye Thomas, I saw a lot of closing ability in him. I think once he start kind of getting his hands around the ball, I think the athlete is gonna pop out in him.
Yeah.
We saw Bell play middle linebacker. Then we've also seen Donovan Wilson as an All-Pro. So, and then Malik Hooker, he just kind of like a middle of the road safety. That's already for deep. Then on top of that, you got Izzy. That's nice.
Izzy. Yeah.
So, like, if I put Ramsey right there, where's he go play? Right? It's like, I want him at corner. If we did that,
come on with it.
And then what I love about Coach Marv is what he's so right on is his mentality.
Yeah.
And we'll be getting guys, in my opinion. If you go get a Jalen Ramsey, man, you getting guys that's like dogs now. You got George Pickens dog.
Practice gonna be crazy. Oxnard, Jeff, you hear that? Oxnard would be crazy, Jeez.
But go ahead.
No. So Jerry, you get what I'm saying, right? Oxnard going to be crazy. On top of that, when you look at everything, you can literally say to yourself, Ramsey is a willing tackler, right? That's one thing that Eberflus like in his system, a DB that's a willing tackler. You got two players that you don't want to rush in. One being Trayvon Diggs, of course, bone to bone. That's a crazy situation. And Shavon Revel. I get the high optimisms, but I'm not going to believe it until I see him stop, cut, and then sink hips, and then track the ball. Running the vertical line, that's not enough for me out of Shavon Revel. Because you play DB, bro.
Yeah. And
ACL, we can go forward. I'm talking about
man, and it's my thing is about giving the troops time. You got to give the troops time. You got to give I don't want no rushing. You got Reveal at a deal. You got Diggs that's coming up out his rehab with a late return, right? You got Butler coming in with a late return who had a late injury. You got the cavalry that needs time.
Yeah.
So a Ramsey, I've heard names like Alexander I would be great with. I'll be obviously just great with Gilmore. Just bring back Gilmore.
Gilmore would be a great person that you can bring in, because guess what? It's not like we don't know who we got to play week one, and you definitely don't want Revel or Diggs or anybody that's Butler on an AJ Brown or Smitty. You don't want to get embarrassed to that degree, even though Hurts may not can hit water if he fell off a boat. You still got to respect the team that's coming off of a Super Bowl. They can run the ball. They got a great offensive line and may force your DB to be one-on-one outside. Look, Calvin You says not on Gilmore. You said no now, but when you see Andre Booth out there, you be ready to give your spleen up. You're like, hey, I got a spleen, Jerry. Come on, get the Booth up out of there. You know, put Law Nation out.
Like,
Put Boss out there. That's what they will be saying.
That's exactly what
Booth
they be
on
saying.
AJ Brown.
And so my boy said, he said, facts, big facts. We need to get through the storm.
Yeah.
I would love Gilly back. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect comment, man. It's about getting through the storm. So that's why a older veteran rental that you can depend on. See, because this is also about, to me, and this is why I like this conversation that we have in Law. I think all the options that we putting out there is options that would give the fans a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
That's low cost. Yeah. So far, let's run down who we talked about. Linville.
Okay.
Then we just talked about Gilmore. Right. I ain't say this yet, but I'm gonna throw out another low cost guy that would excite the fans and, to me, fit the physicality that Brian Schottenheimer said he wants in his offense. Chubb.
Oh yeah.
So we looked at Chubb, and you can't go by Spot Track because that's not true market, but you can look at it as an indicator. They had his value at, guess what? Just guess, Law.
3.5, something like that.
You already looked it up, you cheater.
Oh, hey, but I did a video before the draft on stuff. That's the only reason why.
Y'all like how Law did that? Law said, 3.5.
Yeah.
No, 3.5.
The 3.5 is right.
No, that's high upside, low risk, man.
Yeah.
High upside, low risk. So, like, and then it'll be people that'll say, oh man, he injured. It's like, don't we realize that's what we were saying about Saquon?
Yeah.
We were saying that exact same thing about Saquon. And it's like, am I saying he's Saquon? No.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, that's the time the body stocks. You play in the stock market, Law. Go ahead, talk
with it, man. Sure, you put that 3.5 in the backwood and smoke them. That's what you got to do with Chubbs. So at the end of the day, boss, look, this is what we're looking for. I had to laugh at my own joke, but here's what I'm saying though: the Dallas Cowboys heading into this situation, it won't hurt you to get him when you're sitting on $37 million, man. So go ahead, bring a Chubb in. You got everything to gain, nothing to lose. And on top of that, with an ounce of probably getting the same effect that what the Eagles got with Saquon Barkley. That's all I'm getting at. Come on with
it. And it just fit. It's the fit.
Well, they crazy as hell in the chat.
What they saying, man? Let me look. Matter of fact, while I'm looking at this, bro, we got a lot of people sitting on both these channels. We both approaching about 800. So you got all these people sitting here, man. Did y'all hit that like? Yeah. Did you hit that like?
Yeah.
Like, did you do it? You got to support Law. You got to support Boss, man. You got to support my boy Big Game James and the OC.
I had made a joke. I said, put that 3.5 in the backwood and smoke them.
Hey, straight up too. Hey, my boy said Law got a 3.5 roll right now. Law don't smoke. You don't smoke.
Right. Yes. But the little tree I got behind me just looked like one. It's crazy. All right, we can get a new sponsor. But neither here nor there, boss. I was just getting at the fact that it won't hurt them, right? Now, granted, there's casualties in war. Casualty in war, you're gonna have to cut it. It's gonna be a soul for a soul.
What you mean?
Somebody. Huh?
Oh yeah.
You gotta cut somebody.
Hey, maybe not cut them. Maybe you redshirt them. You can send them to the practice squad.
Oh yeah.
That don't mean it's over.
You think dudes will clear waivers?
See, don't get me started, bro. You go start something. You ready to start that?
Nah, we don't have to do it.
No, we got to do it now. You did it. So I'm gonna just tell y'all now, in my opinion, don't count out Deuce versus Blue. I know a lot of people very high on Blue. I'm being honest. I do believe there's more running back ability in Deuce than it is in Blue. Now the home run guy is Blue. If it's blocked up, we go love Blue. But if you got to create, don't sleep on Deuce. I'm very interested in that competition, Law. Both of those guys gonna be fighting it out, and that's gonna be interesting. And
it's gonna be Mafia by the nose. Mafia gonna fool around and come in here, that downhill hard runner, and trust and believe. I think that if anybody don't show favors is your guy Shotty. I think he started somebody else over Rashard Penny when he drafted him, something like that. I had to go back and look that up, bro. But if it's, I like the fact that Shotty, if you mess up in camp, you get to the back of the line. And he even showcased it for Terrence Steele when we was out there, me and Boss. I pointed that out on the video. And then he even did it to Rain Dakota Prescott. He messed up, back to the line. So if these running backs, there's not going to be a cakewalk. I like the way Shotty's going to run this ship.
I'm looking at the comments, man. Somebody said Jadon Blue is RB1.
He's projected to be RB1 now. No, he projected to be because he was the first running back picked in this draft. All right, projected. I can give the Cowboys that. They cheered, they laughed, they high five and butt slapped everyone. But I think that Javonte Williams is his job to lose. It's Miles Sanders' job to lose. Come on, the vets eat first, man. We eat first. He's gonna be carrying pads. They better be having Jadon Blue.
Hey, did y'all look at Blue on that pass pro? I'm asking a real question. We talking RB1 and protecting Dak. It ain't just running the ball either. Just come on now.
Oh yeah, you talking about collective body, total body of work.
Yeah, you talking about RB1. Like,
yeah.
I ain't mad at that. Listen, man, I think it's a lot of people excited about Blue. I want to see Powell in RB1. You
want the hammer? You want the what do you call it? Thunder, then the lightning.
I always want that. Like, very few times do I want to start off lightning thunder. I want to hit you in your body. I want to, and that's why I'm big on Chubb, man. Like, when I was watching Chubb, it was some excellent power that I was watching with him, and some great vision, and consistently he was pushing the power. Like, whenever you saw Chubb in the power, that power would move 2 to 3 yards every time.
But you know what? You're right. You're right. Because our main focus, and this is how we're gonna be so fair and balanced, bro. That our main focus, ladies and gentlemen, is we're gonna break down everything. By the time week 1, we're gonna tell you guys how the Cowboys will win.
Right.
No, we will. Now we will tell you this is what they're gonna do in order to win. It's not us hyping, because y'all get too bogged down in hyping. They're like, yeah, I've had Cowboys, y'all just hyping. No, we're gonna tell them how they're gonna win, and we're gonna tell y'all exactly how they will lose.
Right.
But if you really want to beat them damn Eagles, you want that thunder.
You want that thunder.
You want to wear down Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. You want to run at Carter. I get it. I know he's double team. I know he's one of those guys that people tend to say he's the best interior 3 tech in the league now, right? But you want to run at him. You want to wear down that Philly defense. And here's the thing. It may seem as if, though, you're not winning. Remember the death of 1,000 cuts? But if you run at them boys, I've seen it. And I think that Clayton Adams knows it, right? I'm just telling y'all.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I definitely agree with that. So, and, this is around a period to where you see all teams almost stop shopping.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like you see all teams say, okay, let's go see what these guys that we just acquired through free agency in the draft, let's go see these guys first. And this is to where the aggression stops that I don't want to see stop. So, like, for instance, you famously always said James Washington.
Right?
Yeah. So we brought him in as a free agent. We danced with T.Y. Hilton, though.
Yeah.
We gave him a dance.
Yeah.
But because he was one of these people that was the offseason acquisitions, we got into this kind of budget mode of let's see how it works out with him.
Right.
So he started getting injured almost every time he was out there, and we kept waiting it out. Then you finally said, you know what? After this final game, they tried him. He had his debut game, got hit one time, and just never came back.
Right.
Then we finally got T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah. After all of the nuances of interceptions, Noah Brown dropping stuff, but keep going.
You finally get T.Y. Hilton. Not only does he turn up as an instant impact, he turns up your number one that you also was waiting to see if he would become the number one. T.Y. was the key factor that taught him how to really truly read a defense on the quarterback level and to turn CD up to the CD we know now. So I'm saying that to say, why did you have to wait? Why did you decide, hey, you know what? Let's see how it works out. See, you waited. You did all these great acquisition moves, then to get to this point and start waiting. Like, why would you wait for a Chubb? Like, why wouldn't you just bring them in and make them rookies really sink or swim?
That's what I would do. Yeah, I mean, you're right. You know, the Cowboys tend to do that because they create the longitudes and latitude to do that. You know, they have the ultimate ability to be slow, be lackadaisy to a degree, right? And no one got no repercussions for that. Any other person would have been fired. But that would be wise to bring him in, at least secure him now, versus trying to secure him in October or December-ish, you know.
Yeah, and you know, I'm gonna say this too. I think it's also about excitement, man. If you want your fans excited,
come on with it.
If you want us to spin,
I mean, we still excited to a degree. Like right now, would you be if Jerry Jones or Stephen Jones tomorrow say, you know, the schedule release right now, the second phase will be us only focused on defense, even though they gave and showed their hand, would you be excited enough to say to yourself, okay, now we're going to focus only on defense?
If he just said, I'm going to focus on defense right now.
Yeah.
If he went and got that one tech right now,
right,
I would feel extremely excited. But let me tell you when I would be over the roof excited.
Come on with it.
I would be over the roof excited. I'd be trying to get everybody, man. I'd be saying we finna win the Super Bowl. If we go get Chubb, if we get a one tech,
yeah,
and if we get Gilmore, we talking about those three.
Yeah.
So let me even put a name on it. If we get Linval Joseph, I'm gonna put number names on it. Linval Joseph. If you went and got Chubb, and then if you went and got Gilmore, bro, I'm talking the most cash. Like, bro, ain't nobody gonna shut me up. It's gonna be like, bro, we finna smack Philly, bro. Do you understand? And let me tell you, the main reason I'll be like that is because I know Shotty would have the back to match his front.
Yeah,
we don't really have that true fit. We don't have that true physical back to match the vision. When they asked him at the owners meeting, what do you want your identity of your offense to be? His first words was what?
Physicality, right? Physical, yeah.
So, like, some people might be looking, you know, because when I look at an asset, I'm also looking at fit, right? That's the fit. I would take that fit. If I take that one tech and we get insurance at corner, bro.
Yeah. Now, Javonte, he is a downhill runner, you know, and Chubb is a downhill runner. So yeah, I do get the physicality and feel he's a downhill runner.
But Chubb got better vision though.
Oh yeah.
Downhill, because I watched both of them. We went through 2 to 3 games apiece on those guys. What Chubb got Williams in spades is his vision. Like, so Williams he's physical. You right.
Yeah.
But he's gonna miss that back. He gonna miss that cutback.
You ain't no Chubb. I'll just bring Chubb in, man. If we could just have Chubb to Dallas, man. Who is his agent? What we can do is just flood his agent and be like, come on, man. Just make the move. Now, Now, Cowboys by them losing a few players, I believe they should have an open roster spot because you got to have 90, right? So there should be a situation scenario that the Cowboys, because Chubb is free, right? Outside of the 3.5. So I'm all in favor of getting Chubb, even though I do like Blue and I do like the other guys, but they ain't Chubb right now. So yeah, bring me Chubb. I love it.
Yeah, I think that would be the missing piece for physicality. And I think it perfectly fits. And then especially when you go look at the backs that Brian Schottenheimer always had. If you looked at the style of backs that he used at Seattle, they was always power backs. This is kind of like a mix of backs with none of them being true power specialists except Williams. And so it's like when you leaning on Williams, you more so kind of leaning on the committee. There's not to me a group that can arise out of this one that's, hey man, you became RB1. It's almost like what happened to McFadden. Remember, he started out in the committee in 2015, Law.
Yeah.
And then what happened is, he emerged after Randall got caught up. But he held it.
Let me ask you this then. What are you in favor of? The one running back, the duo back, or the committee? Because we've seen it, whereas the tandem backs, that works for Detroit, right? We seen that even with the Eagles, it's a volume back with Saquon. He's a volume guy. He wears you down, and then he's able to use his physical and his quickness in the third and fourth quarter to bust it open for the Eagles, right? Or you can look at it as just like a Derrick Henry, just an isolated back that's going to run with his pads down. What is your lane, boss, as you're looking at a running back situation?
I love that question. I love Thunder and Lightning. I loved when Philly was using Sproles.
Okay,
right?
You like the Thunder and Lightning approach.
Man, and that change up, didn't you used to kind of hold your breath a little bit when Sproles would touch the ball?
Yeah, because you already tie your linebackers, your DBs. They already tied.
He come in there and he just on a whole nother level of quickness, and you like, ooh, like I would hold my breath a little bit with him. Same thing with Pollard to Zeke, right? Zeke would come in there and he would be that body puncher. Then you put Pollard in there. That change of speed and that change of angles, man, would give defensive problems. So I like a tandem.
Like tandem, a committee just too many though, huh? You can't get in rhythm.
It depends. It depends on if we go really run the ball and how good we are up front. So, like for instance, week 18 when we played Washington, we was really running the ball. So all the backs look good. Rico looked good. Deuce looked good. Everybody looked good, right? Week 18 because everybody got a good amount of attempts. So I love the committee and that's why I'm looking for our Jerome Bettis. We got the Parker.
Yeah, fast Willie Parker. You know what? I want to do something a little bit different though, bro. I want to go all the way back to like Jamal Lewis and what was his name? Priest Holmes. Was you remember that? Lewis and Priest Holmes?
Hell yeah, bro.
Both of those backs was like the same at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Physical.
Yeah.
Give you that busy work.
Yes.
I want something like that. I think the league that would take the league just like the Ravens took the league by storm.
Yes.
I think something like that would really.
Man, I love what you're saying. See,
so
like,
come on, baby.
Man, Jerry, Steven Jr., somebody listen. All right, because the league is a running league now. Dallas, don't be late to that party. Be ahead of the party. Don't be late. Like, don't be the last pass happy ass team that figured out that we've returned back to the physicality of the running game.
Yeah.
Don't be late to this. Like, you got a chance to kind of try to play it and finesse it and get you a Saquon-ish type. This is what I mean by that.
No. I know I'm comment watching. They think I'm saying Larry Johnson. No, I'm talking about the Priest Holmes when he was with the Ravens. You get what I'm saying though, boss. Him and Lewis. Yeah. I'm talking about. I'm talking about. They talking about later on, but nah. Priest Holmes was dangerous there. Dare I say?
Yeah, and I'm not watching the comments, man. My bad. I got so caught up in that vision of what we could be. Cause see, because I still like, I really love the ability of Deuce because he could be that lightning back that people sleeping on.
Yeah.
He's a guy that can create. I would love to see him trying to navigate through that middle three. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To Cooper Beebe, Tyler Smith, and Tyler Book. Ooh. And then you get him bouncing out of that. You don't know where he coming from. Ooh. And then you put that power Chubb on you and you just bow, bow, bow. And then you put Blue back there and then it opened up and it.
But you know what? You know what they're gonna do though. You know they're gonna put Turpin back in the backfield a few reps too.
Don't do it.
Just to scare the hell out of teams, man. I know.
It's cute.
You gotta get you.
I'm with the gadget.
Gadget.
Dallas. Let me tell you what I don't want you to do.
What you don't want to do, man?
Don't put CeeDee Lamb back there.
Oh, okay. They already got it in the playbook, bro.
I saw they
Oh my God.
I saw him working out in the off season, getting the biceps bigger, getting the arm on him. Dallas, all you got to do is look at Debo to see the future of your multi-million-dollar investment.
Yeah.
Do you want CeeDee Lamb to be Debo? He doesn't have the frame to be your wide back. I love it because he can do it. It's dope when he do it, but we saw what happened. That's putting a smaller frame weapon in the backfield with killers. You got enough backs to have them be the back. Don't do it.
Yeah, you got enough already. But you know what? If they do, put them in the backfield, I would say get what you can and jump out of bounds, man. Don't cut it back inside, because Debo will get what he can and cut it back inside because he want to just smash somebody, and that just wasn't good for his health. Even though he's on the Washington team now, I think that Washington team thinking that they're going to get that same 49ers Debo, but they're going to be a hit with an element of surprise there. But to be 1,000 with you all, yes, I agree 1,000% with Boss. You don't have to put CeeDee Lamb in the backfield. That's why you got all of these running backs.
Hey,
get Chubb at 3.5.
Yes. Yeah, it's and then I didn't like that when he was grimacing and stuff last year. Right?
The shoulder thing. Yeah.
So like I got a short memory on that type of stuff. It's like no, like I like CeeDee Lamb is a receiver but he's also a pure football player. Like he's somebody you can put in the backfield and he go rock. Yeah. But it's just too big of a risk with the investment that's on him. I hate it. That part I just hate. Now if he had the frame of DJ Moore, I would rock it.
Yeah.
I would rock it because DJ Moore built like a running back. He really is. Always been. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you can see that in his game. He ought to tackle. No, but not with CeeDee Lamb.
But you know who gonna really flourish out of all of this?
Who?
It's gonna be out of the Mingos or the Tolberts. I was looking back. Yeah, because now by us now having Pickens and run game and Lamb, instead of Jalen being asked to do number 1 and number 2 thing, he way down the totem pole. He's like number 3, number 4 guy. So I just think overall, collectively, if Pickens and when Pickens, I'm gonna just say when Pickens do the things that we knew or we thought that we was getting that Cook's gonna do, right? It's gonna be phenomenal for us because I've seen too many teams looked at Cooks and said, you know what, we'll wave him off. You know, and then he was hurt too. Yeah.
No, man. That's so when you talk about Pickens, like Pickens is something that the Dallas Cowboys haven't had in a while.
Right.
They haven't had a guy that's just a fierce competitor, right?
Right.
That's what Pickens is. Very fierce competitor. Me and Landlord said before he did his press conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep calling him a number 2.
Yep.
And the reason why we said that because we said it's gonna piss him off.
Keep calling him that.
Just keep calling him because see, we've been saying it. We got a number 2. We got and he over here like, who you talking to? Who you calling? You know, that's his mentality. That's a dog. So in his mind, and I remember I said mentally, I always wanted somebody that would come in and say, I'm better than CeeDee Lamb. Yeah. Now, am I saying he is? No. Right. But I want him to feel like that. I want him to demand the ball and earn the targets just as much as CeeDee Lamb. And so I'm going to really go back to the big point that you said, though.
Okay.
The winners, the super winners, people think they losers in this.
Yeah.
But the winners in this is actually Mingo. It's actually Colbert. They are actually straight winners in this. Like, people forget. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, if you can share that screen with me, I'll be able to pull this up right quickly. Just so that people can have a visual of what I'm saying here. I gotta add it to screen. Oh, you gotta add it to screen. You know how to do it? Yeah, put that mug up there.
Hold on real quick. What you trying to get me to do?
Yeah. Add the chart that I got. You see I got it below.
Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we give them a visualization, of it all.
Let's get it. Let me remove this real quick, man. This is a nice measurement. Lobby showing me how to file plane. This is my plane.
I might can squeeze it all inside that overlay. I don't know.
No. Oh, you want me to try? Because I was gonna take it out. Let's try.
It's right.
Let's try it. Then if it don't, I'll just take it out. Here we go. Okay. Y'all give me 1 second, man. Lost
I threw a curveball right around. Yeah. Oh yeah. It look. Oh, that look even more official. Boy, what you talking about, bro? Yeah. Look at that boy. Like we on ESPN.
That boy good. That boy good.
So I'm not. Look, even though they got Tolbert as our third wide receiver right here.
Yeah.
I've seen Tolbert do something with Dory Jackson. I'm not even worried about him. You know what I'm saying? And Makuba, hey, he's a downhill guy. He's not that guy that really can cover like that. Now, of course, Cooper DeJean, not Cooper DeJean right here. Of course, Lamb eating this all day, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So just by having Pickens up here by itself helps. And then if we go to what let's go to let's see. There's 3 wide. Let's see what our 12 personnel look like. This is our 12 looking like, bro. We got Ferg, we got Scone. You see that right here? So what's your thoughts on this, bro?
Scone.
It's our 12 because we want 12, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Yeah. But what I'm trying to get is if I can get them to be in their base defense, oh, come on with it, man. It's just gonna be all of these boys jammed inside. I trust Pickens with Quinyon Mitchell. You see what I'm saying? Oh man, Lamb is chopping Dory Jackson. Baby, Lamb on this side, bro. He is killing Makubra and Reed Blankenship. Yes, he can cover, but he ain't gonna be able to have run or foresight and still be able to. You know what I'm saying? And still have the ability to roll a pick inside. What's your thoughts?
Basically, you saying Dak finna go crazy.
Come on with it, man. I see it, man.
What you're saying, and absolutely, like, it's a given that Dak go put up big numbers. For everybody that been wanting number Dak, you go get that.
Yeah.
You go get that. You gonna be able to do this matchup you just did every week. You gonna be able to draw the little scribe. Because like Pickens with CeeDee Lamb and Mingo. Because see, this is the deal. Mingo is a great number 3, y'all.
I'm gonna get out of this and go to a 3 wide out. Yeah.
I'm talking about a great number 3, dog. Like listen, y'all, and I said this before. All of us had 2nd round grades minimum on Mingo coming out. Let's be honest.
Facts.
All of us. So if we could say you could get a former 2nd rounder to be your number 3, oh my God.
Come on with it. I had Tolbert in the 3rd and we picked him in the 2nd, and remember you showed me that video that I was talking about, Yeah.
You call that? Like this time last year, man. You ain't show that clip? Did you show it?
Yeah, I showed it to the audience this morning, man.
That was dope, bro. That was dope. Like Law showed last year that he manifested Pickens, basically.
Yeah. Because think about this. You as a DB, what you doing? Are you bracketing Lamb or what are you doing with Lamb? You got Cooper DeJean, you got Quinyon Mitchell, and you got Lamb and Pickens right on the same side. Like what are your responsibilities of that?
you are in trouble.
Yeah.
You're in trouble. It's similar to what Philly was doing. Like Philly basically said, we're going to get behind Saquon.
Yeah.
Now, if you go up into that box and sell out, we gonna go over top. That's what they did in the Super Bowl. See, most people try to honor both. They would try to balance it out. On third and long, they would go bracket AJ, right? Knowing that he was gonna be the target, leave Saquon exposed. There's a lot of people try to play it balance. Kansas City tried to sell out. We gonna stop the run at all costs. So we have two of those. We need 3 of those. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you can't bracket CD anymore.
Yeah,
you can't. Like if you try that, you are leaving a number 1 on a number 2 or nickel. And then what I would want Dallas to do is to do what Troy Aikman said that North Turner used to do. North Turner used every one of those guys to their strengths. That was the secret sauce of North Turner. Like there was certain balls that Aikman never threw because he just didn't throw it well.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying by that. I did my breakdown on Pickens. Pickens 2.3 yards of separation is real. His routes don't create a lot of separation. He slows down, he decelerates at the top of his routes. It's true. I'm not gonna take that back. But where he's amazing, contested and vertical balls.
Yeah.
So Dallas, if anybody brackets CeeDee Lamb, get aggressive. Get aggressive.
Yeah.
I mean, go super deep with him. Just go for it.
Yeah.
Like almost every time. Let that guy be your deep ball guy.
Yep.
Let CD be that. Okay, y'all go cover him one-on-one. You stupid.
Yep.
Now, like they need to mix up how they going at them too. Like you know what I mean. But your big play guy should be Pickens easily, just like Papa was.
There's been 3 occasions that we can talk about in the postseason that all wide receivers allowed DBs to fight through the body. Actually 4, and I can name all 4 of them. And most of them ended in picks. The one play, even when Lamb, there was an option route. We was inside our own 20, and I believe Fred Warner, of course, Lamb stopped his feet, but you're supposed to still attack and come to the ball, right? And play DB at that point. But granted, Dak threw it, was picked off. In that same game, there was another INT to the edge whereas Gallup pretty much whiffed on his route. Ball went and it was picked off. There was another incident in the Green Bay Packers game. Zaire Alexander runs through the body. I'm talking about clearly through the body of my guy Cooks. That don't happen with Pickens. You know what I'm saying? And then there was a 49ers game, a home playoff game, when the receiver, my guy Cedric Wilson, the same exact spot, the DB shoots through the body and picks it off. So what I'm getting at is that now we got a sure hands guy. When the ball is in the air, George acts as if though it belongs only to him and no one, he's not sharing it. So I think that's what George brings to the table, bro.
Yeah, I 100% agree, man. And then my boy said, bro, I almost want to drive in the Kool-Aid and say Pickens will have less than 5 drops this season. Be careful on that one, bro, because we went through like 14 games on him. So to me, his best game was Washington by far. He went crazy.
Yeah.
He went crazy. And Dak is just like Russell in terms of deep ball accuracy or better.
Yeah.
But then I watched the Browns. You got like I know you ain't got no fart noise, but I know you got some kind of clown button.
a clown button?
Yeah, I know you got some kind of button.
Okay. I got you.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, go watch the Pickens on the Browns, week 18. So he's a confidence guy to me. If you get him going, he go crazy.
Yeah.
Turn him up. If you get it to him late and slow, concentration can get him, Yeah. So but Pickens go crazy though. Like the excitement on Pickens is legit. It's real. It's gonna work. We gonna have a lot of fun watching him. It's gonna be a fun offense, but I still want us to keep that ball on the ground though. And I don't know if we can do that, Law.
I think that we can at least attempt. But here's what I'm going to say. I think that a lot of NFC East, just like we are porous at cornerback, I think the whole entire NFC East is kind of porous at cornerback. I get it. The Eagles living off of the reputations of what Slay and what they did last year. Slay's no longer there. Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, they living off of what they did last year, which is cool. A good front seven makes your DBs look good. But you're not in fear of nobody in the Giants, right? As far as their DBs. And you definitely not in fear of Marshawn Lattimore of the Washington, right? The sun is almost setting on him. And of course, they have Trey Amos. I've seen Dak Prescott be gangster Dak. You know what I'm saying? And carve up teams. If you give Dak that chance and that opportunity, he will carve up your DBs. Just know that I'm telling y'all that we've seen this before. We've seen this before where they come in all confidence and we still hang 40 on them.
Ooh. See, now you opening up some stuff.
I'm just saying.
How you opening up some stuff? You got me doing like my son when he got on that sugar. Man, what Dak gonna do? Let's talk about it. See, you on CD Lamb, you put out some big numbers and you hit them numbers, Law.
Yeah.
Let's play. Play.
Yeah.
What Dak get ready to do?
What Dak gonna do? Just know that the secondary of the Philadelphia Eagles, Adoree Jackson, we been burning him up, boy. Dak been burning him up since he was. Is that the same guy? Unless I'm wrong, maybe this is a different Jackson. Is that the same guy that played over there in Giants land? Let me make sure.
That's him.
That's the same dude. Same
him, brother.
Boy, the Eagles love going to get those guys. Bradbury, Adoree. The corners.
Break, just like us on that.
They go and get them, and Dak burns them. Now, I've seen, and I'm not saying that Cooper Rush didn't hit the cheerleader because it looked like he was throwing that ball at the cheerleaders when Quinyon Mitchell got burnt up by Mingo, right? Mingo's not even our first option. He was our first option that day. Mingo's like our fourth or fifth option. So I just want to contextualize it for you guys for that, right? And I get it. They're going to still talk about the Super Bowl and all of this stuff, and that's good. But we've seen what Dak Prescott did to Washington. We don't even have to bring them up. So it's going to be a situation that if you give us time,
what is Dak going to do, Law? I need numbers. I need numbers. I don't not no game. I'm talking about.
I thought you said.
Because that's why I said you predicted Lamb when everybody wasn't even calling it. And remember, it was fights about was he a number one or not. You stood like 50 toes on him, brother.
Oh, so my God!
I need to know. I need to know what is that.
Okay, Dak gonna do 38 touchdowns.
Thank you.
If healthy. 32 to 3,500 yards passing, 3 or 4 rushing touchdowns. That's what I'm looking at for the season. If healthy, he's going to win comeback player of the year. They're going to finally give him back that trophy. And it's going to be conversations. Do you still give him comeback player of the year plus MVP, or do you just give him comeback player of the year? You know how that political thing goes.
I'll say this.
Yeah.
If we run the ball, if we top 3 in rushing, Dak will be the MVP.
Okay. Definitively. I love how you said it.
I'm talking about will.
Will, yeah.
I'm talking about easily will. Because he's going to be so efficient. His efficiency numbers, if we run the ball, it's going to be like Romo 2014 or greater.
Yeah.
Y'all better think about what Romo was doing in 2014 when Murray had 1,800 yards.
Yeah. Because he only threw for 300 yards one time that year.
Right.
Yeah.
He was just efficient, but his passing rating for the year was like 120.
Yeah.
Crazy. For the year.
Yeah.
So, but if we go in there how we assembled now,
Let me see. Let me make sure my math is good. Hold on, keep going. Because I think 32 would be kind of low. 35, close to 4,000, but I don't want him throwing for 4,000, 4,500 yards. I don't want him to do that. That's too many yards.
I want him right around 37, 4,000.
Close to, yeah, okay.
Yeah, right around that. That's it.
Well, what's 3,500 divided by
how we built
17?
now? I don't know.
Oh shit, he gonna throw for more than 3,500.
Yeah,
because 3,500 divided by 17 is 205. There's no way he gonna do that. He gonna Dak don't throw for 200 yards when you have Pickens. Even though you have run game. Damn, so you're right. So I got a guy that's in the chat. He put down, and he probably be the closest, boss. I know you got to go, but he put down. Damn, where he went to? He put down 4,200 yards, 35 touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
If we go in there how we built right now, that go have 5,000 yards plus. If we go in there and hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. If we go in there without a proper one check, the floor of the games is gonna likely go like this for most games. In a running league, they go run right at us, and it's gonna put us in deficits, and it's gonna ask Dak to have to pull us out. That means we gonna be throwing. The way that we are built right now, we're gonna be leaning on Dak based on how we're built. That's why if we get a one tech in a running game, Dak is going to be right around 3,700, 4,000 with about 35 to 38 touchdowns thrown.
Yeah. 4,200 yards.
The way that we build now, Law,
Dak
is going to throw for 5,500 yards, man, and about 40 touchdowns.
Hey.
And I know that sounds crazy. I know I ain't crazy.
You said 55? You said 55?
Based on how we're built, though. How we're built. Like, because it's like we not gonna be stopping the run, and it's gonna be like the Ravens game where they were just pounding us, and you needed more offense to keep up with that. Now we got an offense that can score, and that's why I'm calling this gonna be like the Bengals part 2, where everybody was like, "Damn, Joe Burrow putting up video game numbers and they losing."
Yeah. With that number, that's like him averaging 320 yards passing the game.
Yeah, I'm saying that, and it's
that's just a lot of. I don't want that averaging 300 yards a game.
All right, so put it like this: do you remember our defense was the worst in franchise history?
2020. Yep.
Dak was on a 6,600 yard pace. Whenever Dak got to put you back in it, Dak is gonna slang that thing. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Do we want football like that? No.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, based on how we're built, we gonna be leaning on him. And if we gotta lean on him, you go get you some exciting, fun, but up and down football.
Yeah.
But if we get that run game going and we get that one tech in here and we keep that ball on the ground, Dak is gonna walk to MVP like easy. It's gonna be like
when do you think we get in rhythm?
If we got Chubb and with the gauntlet of opponents we go have, I would see us getting in rhythm November, October. I think it's gonna be up and down until November, October.
Yeah,
because we got a new coach, right? Like Brian Schottenheimer is still a new head coach, you know?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a lot of season on weathering and managing a team through the ups and downs like Mike McCarthy. Like Mike McCarthy, he could gauge you and say, look, it look like my team legs is gone. I need to do this week. Or it looked like they starting to get complacent. Let me do this week. So I think this is going to be a player-led team. I think we're going to get hot, though. But if we run the ball, it can start early or late. It just depends on when do we run the ball.
Yeah. I want to see us what we would look like when we down by two scores, because I know what we're gonna look like when we up by 2 scores.
Oh, we gonna run it.
We gonna put the game away. I'm talking
away.
about. You know what? I'm not even talking about on the offensive side. I'm talking about defensive side, bro.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You got Parsons, Ezuraku. That's when he gonna eat. Shoot.
If we up by 2 touchdowns,
oh, we up by 2 tubs, man. It's gonna be a crazy defense. Damn, they
that's
can put
what
me
I'm
a DB.
excited for, bro.
Yeah, they put me a DB. I get one
And
pick.
see, that's what people sleeping on. Eberflus. When have we ever seen Eberflus have bad linebacker play? That's always been a standout of his defense.
Yeah.
He gonna be. So that's why it's all about that one. If you get that one tech, and then I have a feeling, man, that they gonna have Micah after they pay him truly playing way more linebacker, and I think he gonna be all the way open to it, bro. Like people that been running into Mike on the street saying that he losing a lot of weight, that's happening based on a plan. That's a plan of how they want to use him. And because we got so many pass rushers, bro, if you really want to open up this defense, put that boy in the middle, dog.
Yeah.
And let him go. Especially with A-gap pressures, but also in coverage and just pure playmaking. Oh man. I think if you get the one tech, they can mess around and actually steal a show, especially when the corners start coming back. Oh God.
The one tech allows you to rush for.
Yeah.
Rush for it. People better shit. The Eagles showed that what they did to Pat Mahomes with rushing for and dropping. And before anybody say anything, Eberflus loved to do the same thing. I just think that he never had the kind of caliber of Micah Parsons. Now, Eberflus, now that he's gonna be coaching Parsons and Ezuraku, there's a lot of things that can happen if you get up by 2 scores. It's gonna be good in a good way for us. Yeah. That's
excited, bro. I'm excited, but I'm not content. I'm not content. And I want the Cowboy Nation to be like that. You shared a clip that I shared the other day where Steven was basically saying that our anger motivates him and gives him energy.
Well, come on with it.
And I just want Cowboy Nation to remember that. Just remember that. Because I feel like if we would have kept our anger up low, we would have had Chubb. We would have already had Linville in here, and we would have Stephon Gilmore. I think we're starting to get a little bit too excited over Pickens, and I keep telling people Pickens is exciting, but he's not enough. Like if your goal is to be happy, you're good. You should want nothing else. But if your goal is a championship and to feel that and to know what that feels like, you should still reserve some anger. Yeah. Because I'm gonna say it like this, and I mean this. Dallas, if you go into the season and play Philly week 1, and you could have had Chubb for $3 million, 3.5, and you could have had Linville Joseph, and you could have had Stephon Gilmore, and you still sitting on $36 million and whatever you save when you pay Michael Parsons. Well, do you not have any idea how close you are? And we're not even asking you to go crazy. We saying that you go still have $30 million in cap space going into next year.
Man,
even with those acquisitions, it's like I would be numb if Dallas go in here and say we're gonna lean on these rookies again. We gonna go in here with blue and we gonna just see what happened. Now put that competition on blue. I ain't mean to get in my soapbox.
No. You good, because I would rather have Chubb right now than Breece Hall. That's trade capital, right? Chubb is for free. Bring him in, cup of coffee. I'm seeing and I'm reading what the comments are saying. Like Breece Hall is nice. I get all of that. But for 3.5, look, spend that 3.5, put incentives on the contract, bring them in and say, hey, we'll give you additional $2 million if we make it to the postseason and you score 2 touchdowns. We need energy. And even if Chubb don't come here, granted, the coaching staff better roll up their sleeves and figure out how to beat Philly week 1, right?
Right.
They giving them their look. Some of us are you know what I'm saying? I don't know. The Eagles got all of this, got all of that. No, man, we're supposed to be really ready to fight, and we're supposed to roll up in there and tell them, yeah, y'all gonna raise the banner, but y'all gonna also raise the L, So, and you can't spell Eagles without L's, and we're gonna add the L's for y'all. So that should be our mindset, because if the roles were reversed, the Eagles fans would be saying, we finna come to Dallas and we finna stomp them, regardless. They always talk about that even before Hurts, right? With Wentz, with Foles, with some guy named Caleb. I don't know. But, they always talk with that type of talk, right? Now it's time for us to talk,
Yeah, and we close. And my boy said Chubb injury prone. And that's why I said he low risk, high reward.
Yeah.
So, like, remember Saquon was exactly the same way. Exactly. This comment right here was what we were saying on Saquon when we could have got him for $8 million.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we were saying. No, don't go with him. He's always injured, boss. Like, you gotta, and then on top of that, and I'm not beating you up, Keith. We just talking about.
Yeah. Don't beat him up. Yeah.
Because I definitely respect all y'all opinions.
Yeah.
This is the difference. With Chubb, you're not asking him to be RB1. You asking him to be Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
See, when Pittsburgh won that Super Bowl, it was Willie Parker, it was Deuce McAllister, and it was Jerome Bettis. Jerome Bettis was starting to wean down in his career, where he was an RB1, used to get 1,000 touches a year type guy. He started weaning down. Yeah. And so he was like, I want to stay with Pittsburgh, but I want to do it in a committee way. That's what we'll be asking Chubb to do. Yeah. So we wouldn't be asking him to try to do what he was doing with the Browns and be the feature guy. He would be that committee guy, but he would be the power side of your committee guy. So he'll be the guy that'll break your ribs, and then Deuce and them will come in there and run your legs away. You know? So, and he's low cost. So let's say if we got Chubb tomorrow and he got injured a week from now.
Yeah.
Your cap hit wouldn't be anything significant. Like, for instance, we got Morris, right? When Zeke was holding out, Zeke came back. We cut Morris, but we paid $1 million for that.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? It's like he's so low, but the upside so high. If you strike out, so what? Like,
so what? Yeah, and like I say, we got $31.8 million available to spend, and once you rework Parsons' contract and extend him, you get about $10 to $15 million there for this year. So, if the need to win now, and if you want Jerry, to lift up that Lombardi Trophy, it starts in the offseason. All of the planning, all of the preparation starts now. The blood, sweat, and tears starts now. And if the Cowboys really about their business, then make sure that you extend every single option possible.
Hey, I got one more, Law. We're going to have fun with this one. Mm-hmm. I got one more. We're going to give our final words. But this one, all right, we got to talk about this.
Oh my gosh, man. My name is Nico, and I'm everything that Jerry what was. Oh my God. Let me zoom in. Let me read this. Hold on.
Put on your bifocals and read that.
Yeah, I had to zoom in. I was bold, acquired Kyrie when the fans and the media fried me. It worked. I was bold and fired the superstar Luka. Send him over to my Lakers. Not giving 100% in body prep and defense, meaning that he didn't play every sides of the courts. Plus, worked out a secret lotto deal to get, who he might get. You got to get Cooper Flag, or y'all gonna trade that away?
You gonna get Flag, man?
Yeah, you better trade away and get Giannis, man.
Man, I'll take y'all this.
Come on, man, you in a good situation, But send that first over to us, man. We'll do something with Cooper Flag.
Nah, we done with y'all, man. We gave y'all Fat Boy. That's what we did, Lakers. We gave you that dude that played no defense. That's what we did. So I want to talk to you about that, Law. Yeah, because we ain't never get into these Lakers and these Cowboys. I mean, these Mavericks.
Nah, you happy about that? You happy about it?
Yeah, I'm happy about that, man. And hey, I need you to apologize to Nico too, Law.
Oh my gosh. Well, hey, Nico did a favor for me. You know what I'm saying?
He
Because
do
at the
you
end
no
of the
favor.
day,
He
yeah.
gave you a tech crybaby. That's what he did.
Well, he
he
gonna
gave you a
have-
dude that played no defense and he got a dad bod, and you saw it.
Hey, man, boobs matter. And when when he hit that LA Heat for this offseason, he gonna be trim and slim, man. Come on with it. Look, it's a setup for 2026.
All right, you get ready, because what he gonna do is he gonna be drinking beer. He gonna be drinking beer. He gonna be coming back out of shape.
He gonna be popping champagne bottles with the cigar. Yeah.
Damn apologies to Nico. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get some people to pop, because see, Nico finessed it. We ain't gonna act like my boy finessed the game.
Well, you still gotta make a move now. You still gotta make a move.
What you mean make a move?
Y'all can still fumble this.
How?
Y'all the Mavs. Y'all the Mavs, man. Y'all can still fumble this stuff now.
Oh,
y'all
man,
got the first pick and still fumbling. You can't
talk with that Laker confidence and arrogance. I ain't gonna let you do it, Law. I ain't gonna let you do none of this arrogance of this Lakers.
Rip all this blue down and put my purple and gold up.
I remember that sweeping we did to y'all ass in 2011. I remember that sweeping we did to y'all, and y'all was just as cocky. Because I remember Kobe was saying when he was down 3-0, oh, we just need to win one game and we're gonna get a roll. But you just look down your nose at the Mavericks.
That damn Dirk. I can't stand Dirk to this day.
Hey, man, for Dallas people, man, because, Law, he a Laker, so, hey, listen. I know y'all, I know we talk football, but I had to get on this, bro. This is so messy right now.
Yeah.
This is messy right now, because I do believe a lot of people owe Nico an apology, bro. Because I think luck favors the bold.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, they said Nico might trade away that pick, You get Giannis or something. And Giannis would be good though, I heard Durant was probably looking down this way though, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, but see, and I'm just happy because I could sense you, Law, and you my brother. I could sense you, bro. I could sense this Laker cockiness and this confidence, because you're a humble dude, but when it comes to the Lakers, you're just a typical Laker, dog.
Oh, come on right here, man. See, here's the thing though. Y'all had one job to do, because my beef is with the Boston. So I'm seeing what the Knicks doing to Boston. I'm
you could have
a good
that.
time. Yeah. Y'all last year, I'll root my ass off for the Mavs. And look, y'all let me down last year. Yeah, I'll root for y'all. I'll root for y'all.
You a Laker. You a Laker. You let yourself down.
No.
We let you down. You let you down.
No, man, because see, y'all let Boston win another one. See, we're in a different race from y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, nah, man. Listen. I gotta talk about this too, man, because I'm in the 1%.
Yeah.
I know I'm in the 1%, bro. I was that dude that was saying, bro, Luka used to piss me off, bro. He used to piss me off. He led the league in texts, man. Yeah. And then on top of that, when you lose to Boston, you come back out of shape and you're not in your prime shape. I'm like, man, am I old? Law?
No.
I remember what Jordan did when Detroit handled him, and he put on 20 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, he did.
I remember what Kobe did when he lost Shaq, and he got even more determined to win it with less.
Yeah, he did. Sure.
So it's like, am I wrong for thinking that you're supposed to come in the best shape of your life, not the worst shape of your life, Luka?
Man.
So I like to see Nico get his revenge for my city. I like that he did an undercover deal some kind of way. He had worked out to get that #1 lotto pick with a 1% chance. I love it.
One thing I can say, man. One thing I can say about you, boss. You are forever the same today and what you was tomorrow and beyond, because when everybody was they was coming at Nico, you was the only one that was, and probably some others, but I know for sure you was the only one saying, hey, Nico may have the gun, but he didn't pull the trigger,
Yep.
or
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. So you
He
was
pulled the
protecting the brother.
Yeah,
Everybody was
yeah.
dogging him. So yeah.
And let me be honest, it was lazy. It's like
Yeah.
you don't pull a move like that without ownership approval. You can't call a hit on a general like that unless the Dunn gave the okay. The owner had to do that. That's Nico. Yeah, they put that on Nico like he underhanded it and all that kind of stuff. Be like, man, stop. It's and I still like the motives because this is the deal.
Because technically it was a better basketball move because now you solidified. But go ahead, break it down.
We got more cap space. We got better defense. But I'll say this.
Yep. Brothers,
it's also a message. It's also a message in Dallas now.
Okay, what that is?
The most important message. Because you're a star, you still got to grind. That's the message that was sent. So when we get this number 1 pick, he go already know this the city that'll fire you if you bullshit. See, yeah, it was wild, but the message was sent. And it's like, how big are you on trying to have a true championship culture? See, because this is what I know. I didn't mean to go deep on the Lakers, but I do know this about y'all. Yeah. I got to say this about the Lakers. That's the best place Luka could ever be in. You know why? Yeah. Y'all not going to tolerate that fat shit. No, y'all not going to tolerate all them texts. Y'all see, Dallas, we were so
enamored by the idea that you got a superstar. The Mavs going to the finals, man. The Cowboys haven't done it in 30 years. That type of stuff. And you was even checking folks on that too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So y'all come from magic. I mean, like what he did was so amazing. His first ring when he played center. Like y'all got so many legendary stories. Y'all so legendary that y'all look at LeBron like you better come up to our standards.
Yeah, our standards, yeah.
So that's where Luka needed. So Luka, I do agree with you. Luka go come back next year because he in LA. He gonna look different. He gonna talk different. His body gonna look different. It's gonna be good for the NBA.
Yeah.
So anyway, man, I just wanted to get on that basketball real quick. That was just funny to me. You know, I'm a Dallas boy, so I had to handle that.
Yeah. Come on with it.
But we gonna get into our final words, bro. Obviously, I'll kick it off and then you'll close it out as normal. So let me kick it off real quick. So with my final word is gonna come to Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones and Jr. First, I want to say that I really do appreciate you guys. Y'all been doing a aggressive job more than normal. You've made some moves that's been outside of your norm, right? So we used to you being close like this, but still over leaning on your drafted guys. You made some free agent moves that's not like you. I see that y'all are willing to dive into the trade market. That's really not like you. Usually you do that in emergency situations. You had to do that in an emergency situation when it came down to us getting receiver one when you believed in committee. Then you had to do it again, and that was with Amari. Then you had to do it again with Jonathan Hankins when you bet on a young guy too hard, Quentin Bohanna, and you had to fix that with Jonathan Hankins. Those are emergency trades. You was proactive this time. We happy. But we also know that you can do better. You've been so close before. You could have got Bobby Wagner that Dan Quinn was lobbied for. You could have kept Amari instead of going with Gallup. You could have did all of that and that would have helped you. You could have just simply gave Fowler more reps. That would have helped us. So I don't want to be in that situation again when we got these 12-5 type of talented teams that fall short. Dallas, I want you to finish it. I want you to go ahead and use your 26 million. Somebody corrected me in the chat. I overinflated what you got in your coffers. I want you to use that. Go out there and make another move. Get a one tech. Get Chubb. Get Gilmore. Get those type of guys that's going to ignite the fans, but more importantly, get you in a position to dog whoop the snot out of Philly and everybody else. It fits your identity. It does all that. You said yourself that you spend to the cap. We remember the date. Hold on. Here it is. You said you spend to the cap. Play for me.
Over the course of time, we're going to spend our money to try to get as many good players as we can. At the end of the day, we're looking for some credit for that. And the main reason for it is we're going to spend to the cap.
You said you spend to the cap. You said you're going to spend to the cap. You said that a month ago. You're not to the cap. And I'm not trying to spend all your money. All we want is the best moves that's going to put us in a true contention place. We're not there yet. Let's get it. That's my final word. I believe in you, but I'm not happy. And some fans are not happy. But we'll be super happy if you get those last 3 done and they quality. That's my final word.
Man, brilliant final word, man. It's always good to talk to you about football and basketball and beyond. I would say, yeah, let's hold their feet to the fire. You said you're going to spend up to the cap, right? So and you said we're going to do some trades, and you did that. So the follow through is great, but we need for you to finish. Most people finish once they get close to the finish line and give out and check out in life. So we want you to complete this complete race and give us a veteran DB, give us a veteran 1 tech so that our defense can be solidified so we won't have to lean on recovery guys or hurt guys. I think that if we can match the tone and the tenacity of this identity, we can clearly go into the season with identity. Win, lose, or draw, I just want us to compete. And if we compete in these particular fashions and levels, everything will work its way out. Heading into the 2025 season, I just want to see us compete. It's normally not about who wins or lose week 1, but it's all about how you compete and how you finish. But I'm looking for a team that need morale, confidence, and boost, and especially being a first-time head coach out of Shotty. Come in there with your mindset, double chin strap. Let's show them that, hey, we can bring physicality to the number 1 team in defense last season, right? And we can show them that we are just as good. And now that we have our king back, which is Dak Prescott, we will show who's 33-8 in this division and who is also 9-4 versus the Eagles. And you got to pay homage to your daddy, and that is Dak Prescott over the NFC East. Let's get it. One way or another. Appreciate y'all.